AI should be banned. Yes, all of it. Artificial intelligence has dominated the media circuit for the last couple months. And with generative AI being allowed to rise, it has caused the most damage to our environment, to our economy, and to the individual. Let me explain. First, I'd like to introduce myself. Hi, my name is Bailey. You can call me the Raging Atheist, or Thierry for short. I'm a progressive utilitarianist, which means I prefer the maximum amount of welfare for the maximum amount of people and entities. I believe in a handshake economy, an economy that works for everyone. So how does any of this have to do with AI? Well, it's simple. No one benefits from it. AI usage is killing our environment, our water supply, and our rural areas. It's making people dumber, and no one is profiting off of it. So I am proposing that Congress ban artificial intelligence by providing 3 categories of reasoning that matter most to me: the environment, the economy, and the individual. I believe preserving Earth's health should be our highest priority in policy, and AI data centers are the current greatest threat to our environment. A direct quote from an October 2025 article by the Lincoln Institute of Public Policy states that, and I quote, "Even a mid-sized data center consumes as much water as a small town, while larger ones require up to 50 million gallons a day." That is insane. Even worse, AI runs on rare earth minerals and produces so much toxic waste like lead and carbon emissions into the air. Each ChatGPT request consumes 10 times the electricity that a Google search uses. Rural homes are having their power taken from them by these large data centers. Water is coming out brown and lights are turning off. That is the reality that we live in currently. If AI isn't regulated from damaging our planet, families will be suffering and we will have to pay the price for environmental negligence. In a capitalist society, profit normally triumphs anything else. While there may be nuanced economic thought to that argument, profit, at the end of the day, typically is the driving force behind a capitalist economy. So in America, you'd think that we'd have something to gain from AI, if anything, monetarily. But so far, that just hasn't been the case. In fact, the opposite has been true. While a Goldman Sachs article from 2025 predicts that AI could actually increase the US GDP by 7%, the International Monetary Fund expects it to impact nearly half of jobs globally by either replacing whole workforce sectors or polarizing income brackets even more than they already are. It's still really early to tell. But businesses themselves aren't making money from their partnerships with AI companies. Investors are literally burning money waiting for the bubble to burst. Big tech companies like Google, Microsoft, Meta, and Amazon have spent over $130 billion in the first 3 months alone of 2026, all for the promise of technological advancements. They don't expect to stop either, as the industry has collectively stated that they will spend over $700 billion combined in artificial intelligence by the end of this year. But with users leaving social media apps en masse because of AI slop and memory chip prices alone seeing a 50% increase, we are seeing numbers similar to the numbers of the 2000s .com crash. If something isn't done now, we could head into an even worse financial crisis than the 2000s could have ever predicted. The biggest argument I've heard against AI regulations is that it's helping people in everyday activities, from business management to educational assistance to even the research for this video. AI does make things drastically easier, but with significant health risks. I know I've said this before, but it really is too early to fully comprehend the consequences of everything. What we have discovered, though, is concerning at the very least. An MIT lab study found that over-reliance on artificial intelligence could contribute to cognitive atrophy. The study recorded individuals from 3 different categories writing essays only using sources from ChatGPT, OpenAI, or Google, nothing else. The research was astonishingly informative, showing that the people who used ChatGPT had the lowest brain engagement and consistently underperformed. Even with what a small sample size, this information does tell us that AI has the potential to make us lazier and unintelligent. Seriously, Google does AI make us smarter or dumber? It doesn't give you a definitive answer. That is the problem. We are investing so much into something that benefits us so little. In 2023, Joe Biden signed an executive order regarding AI safety. But with President Trump immediately revoking the order the minute he got into office, along with the rest of Joe Biden's executive orders, he signed instead an executive order that directed federal agencies to monitor state policies regarding AI, tying federal funding to the president's agenda. Then Congress passed the Take It Down Act, an act that bans posting of deepfakes. But that doesn't go far enough. Even without deepfakes, damage is still being done to, again, our environment, our economy, and to the individual. The whole industry of AI has to be banned. If we don't do something now, the consequences will be greater than anything we could comprehend. Hey guys, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. I spent a week writing the script, and I really like it. I am trying to upload every Friday or Saturday, depending on whatever day this video gets out. Comment if you want to. We can start a dialogue. I would love to talk to you guys. I will be responding to comments once a week after next video gets posted, whatever that's supposed to mean. So yeah, have a good day, and bye!